the Windsor clasp. So I'm unscrewing this one here. Okay, so we'll replace this piece here with the Windsor clasp, and go ahead and give that one over to our assistants. And I'll put the Windsor clasp on so it faces this way. And then I'll go ahead and just put it right back in place so that the Windsor, well, the top of that will line right with the groove. So sometimes we want to go ahead and use a clamp so that we can be able to remove our hands. And you know, there's multiple different types of ways to go ahead and secure that down, and secure the clamp down, and then that will allow us to get in here and work with the cord better. Okay, we have our clamp on here. I have the boot off just so that we can see it good. We'll go ahead and put the cord in. I'm going to wrap it around. Maybe I might gotta feed it through the back side. I think what I'll do is I'll back the screw out a little bit. Move that washer out. So we'll loop it through. Keep this tension. And I'm going to run the cord underneath here. So I have a loop. Keep tension on the bottom side. And just work the knot to there. And if I need to grab onto the knot with the pliers or something, I can just grab onto it and pull it tight. Work it back and forth and get it nice and tight. Now I'm going to position the Windsor clasp where I want it to be. Now at this time you can go ahead and release your clamp. And I want to check and make sure that I can remove my, that it's not too tight, and that I can remove this part here so that I can adjust my bike. Now I know that this position is good. I'll go ahead and put it back on. I'm going to adjust that. And now I'll go ahead and I can use my 11mm wrench to hold this in place, and I will just tighten it down. Now if I want to peek in here to make sure that the cord's in a good position, I can adjust a little bit. If it's not looking just perfect, I'll put that back on and I'll turn it in. I like to tighten it a little bit more than you would a steel cable. Right about there. Snug. And it should be good. I will. Now on the cord, I'm going to tuck the cord just like I do a steel cable, just to get it out of the way and make it look nice and neat. So I can tuck it back in there. I'm going to check my brakes to make sure my brakes are right where I want them and everything's working good. And now you're ready to go ride. You want to pay attention on your cords. You want to do a visual inspection. If there's a failure going to occur, it's going to occur right in this area here. So you know you can just do a visual inspection to see if anything is slipping or anything. This joint or this knot will get tighter and tighter and hold more and more load throughout the time. Generally when I go to brake, it's going to, on a mountain bike, it's going to, with a V-brake, it's going to put twice the load that my hand is applying is going to be the load on the cable. So if I'm putting 5 pounds of load on my brake lever, it's putting 10 pounds of load on the clasp or on the cord. And the clasp, this joint here will hold about 300 pounds, and so that gives us a factor of safety above a 10, which we like to do. This particular one, we don't have the boot in here just to be able to show the instructions, just to be able to see how that works. And you know, you can adjust your barrel adjusters if you need to move it out or need to back it out some. You can adjust your barrel adjusters so that I can get the throw right to where I want it. And I like that. So I tighten that off, and that's all done, and you're ready to go ride. Should be good for 2 to 3 years without having to do any adjustments, but you want to do visual inspections on your brake look at this point right here to see that there's no fibers exposing or the cord is not stretching, and that's a key spot just to kind of pay attention to. Alright, go ride, have a great time.